It wasn't that long ago where I asked you on Instagram and Facebook what I should be making. Either a BLT pizza, I also asked you, would you rather have that or a double-decker taco? And I was so looking forward to everyone saying, wow, BLT pizza sounds amazing, especially if you're making it plant-based. The majority ruled, so I'm making the double-decker taco. Now, it's not that I don't want to be making the double-decker taco. No. It is the fact that I don't have my pressure cooker. It's in Las Vegas, and I'm in Detroit. You know what is inconvenient? Is that I went to the Upper Peninsula a couple of weeks ago, and I went to Taco Bell because it's super convenient. And you know what? I'm like, yeah, let me get a double-decker taco, substitute the beef for beans, and fresco style it. And you know what he told me? I can't do that. I'm like, why? And he said, it's discontinued. So Taco Bell, what the heck? It's more convenient for them because they save time because it takes a while to be making these that I can't, where you can't order it anymore. It's just discontinued. So I'm going to be making the double-decker taco, but better than Taco Bell. And I'm going to be making the tortilla from scratch. I'm going to be making the hard shell from scratch and the refried beans from scratch. Because you guys gave me so much hate on Reddit for my pie crust from when I made that pumpkin pie. I know I really have been hammering on the fact that making your own puree, but I mean, it's just pie crust. You don't even taste it. You mainly just taste the pie. Well, I'm going to be making flour tortillas, and next week I'm going to be making the BLT pizza. No matter what you say, I don't care. So what we're going to start off with is 3 cups of, pinto beans. Why did I forget that? I don't know. But I left these soaking. You only need to soak them for a couple of hours. But this was soaking for like a day because didn't feel like filming yesterday. Now, here's the thing, okay? So I've made these refried beans like 100 times. When I first became plant-based, it's actually one of the first, real recipes that I made. Gonna submerge this to, not the rim, just above the beans. We're gonna boil it for like 2 hours while we make these, or while we attempt to make these tortillas from scratch. Because that's what we do here on Chubby Cucumber now. Nevertheless, we're gonna be using 3 cups of flour. 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix that in real quick. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Knock off the salt. And yeah, that's about 1 and 2. Close enough. Now, you might remember this from when I made the pasties. And that is, what is it? It's shortening. Duh. Why didn't I remember that? Just look at all that fat. Don't you just love it? That's why we call this place Chubby Cucumber and not Skinny Cucumber. I'm gonna go get something to scoop it out. Oh, wait, no. I can just look. Okay. Listen. I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know I'm doing. So, I have all the dry ingredients, and I'm supposed to be mixing it all together right here, so I might as well get my hands messy now, even though I hate the feel of oil on my hand. It's just disgusting, which is why I am cooking instead of working on cars and stuff, if that makes sense to you. So, is that? It probably won't focus because I have autofocus on lock. But now that I have all the ingredients, I'm just going to mush it all together, and then I won't be able to hit stop. So, alright. But I'm mashing it all together. It takes so long to make refried beans without a pressure cooker. It's so annoying, I can have it in for like an hour, in my pressure cooker. But if you don't have a pressure cooker, it takes like 3 hours. That's right. It's boiling right now for 2 hours. It's been in like an hour already because I couldn't find a proper camera angle for this. Okay, I think it's mixed up enough. I'm going to be ranting after I wash my hands. And then, what else am I going to be doing? Oh, hot water. Yeah, I need hot water. So this is where things start to get really sticky. I have a cup of hot water. It's just cloudy because air. And then pour that sucker in. And here comes the fun part where my hands get all messy again. And the only reason why I'm not using a spoon is because the recipe calls for you to mix it in with your hands. Hold on, let me see if I can pick it up like this. Nope. Well, I was going to mix it in front of you, but I can't do that. Hold on. Look at it. Just mixing it up, ASMR style. Well, we are officially back, and I swear I've been kneading this thing for like 20 minutes. My arms are like sore. Not really, but I finally have it, and I didn't add extra flour to it. Finally got it to this consistency, which is amazing. So, apparently this recipe is supposed to call between 12 and 14 tortillas. So, I'm going to be making 12 to 14 little balls. So, here, like that. Hold on, I'm going to make it bigger. Here we go. And then 12 of these. So, got that. Cool, and then, you know. Now, while this is setting for a good 10 minutes or so. Hey, did you just see Venus? She just walked by. This is setting for 10 minutes. I have my beans that are still boiling. I'm going to keep adding water to that so that way they don't burn. I'm going to be spreading that all around for the good stuff. The first one I'm always really bad at. But now that this is all kneaded up, I'm going to lay that down into a circle. Oh, well, we're going to attempt to roll it into a circle. I'm not good at circles. I can't draw them. And I certainly can't roll things out into circles. Wow, that is the worst circle I've ever seen. Does that look like a circle to you? No, it looks like a bat wing. Let's see. Oh, yeah. See, this is where we're going to be adding the tortillas. Okay. See how it's all brown? Like the water. And obviously the beans are brown. See that? That's perfect. It's starting to kind of stick to the bottom. That's only because kind of ran out of water. You want to keep adding water to this. I have 3 teaspoons of garlic powder and 3 teaspoons of salt. Don't get it twisted. I just put in the salt first. I'm going to add this in. And we're going to mix it up. Next is 1/4 cup of olive oil. You might want to taste this, see if it's up to your liking before you put the oil in, but you should be good because, I mean, if you just listen to every single one of my ingredients or every single step, it's going to taste bomb, and we're going to mix that in. And then let this boil for a little bit longer, and then we're going to start mushing it. Okay, we're going to go with medium. Let it get hot for a little bit. Just kidding. Ha, gotcha. Oh yeah, it's starting to bubble just like how I want. Ow. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a really fattening taco shell. Check this out. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. That is so perfect. Now I'm going to be making the rest. check that out. Now you might be thinking, Drew, this just looks like soupy bean water. Well, that may be true, but underneath it's very goopy, soupy bean water. I have my tortilla cooking medium heat, and the refried beans are done. I covered it so that way all of the water doesn't evaporate. But what do I do in the meantime? Well, that was a fail. I got one last that I'm ready to cook, but look at that. I made all of these. So you could tell I made it because it's not that all around. Yeah, so that's all the soft shells. So how are we going to be making the hard shells with the soft shell? I'm going to be kind of short on time right now, but I'm going to be folding it over and pretty much like boiling it, not boiling it, but like frying it, but like fold it over, and it's going to hopefully make a hard shell out of the soft shell. Put it down in, and then fold it over like that. Ooh, ow! It got my foot. I only really need to show you one. And my phone keeps getting hot, so it's almost going to look like a chalupa. I have some Beyond stock, but not stocked up on here. That's a lame joke. I got Boca burger. And check this out. Original taco seasoning mix from, you guessed it. Oh, well, you guessed it, Tacobell. So this is what I did, right? I added a little bit of water and seasoning and then the Boca burger. Did I really need to show you that? Probably not. All right, so I have a little bit of onion. I don't want to add too much because too much onion, then it's just going to take over the whole thing, and then this whole thing will be an epic fail. You know, if you wanted to make your own salsa, it's really easy to do with a processor. I just got this processor, as you've seen in other episodes. Yeah, so I was going to use cilantro and put that in there too, but that looks extremely unattractive to be putting that in there. The cilantro looked absolutely gross. So, we're just going to be adding some olive oil. Okay, so this is where it all starts coming together. I don't have any lettuce because lettuce, if you've seen any of my social media a couple of days ago, I think that lettuce tastes like crunchy water, and I refuse to eat it at all costs, especially on a comfort food, junk food cooking show. So, gonna be loading this up with lots of beef liss. Here I have with me Diaya cheese. Ooh, the salsa. We came to be different than the rest, which is the avocado, boy. Be loading it up on to a soft shell, which isn't really so soft anymore because that, air got to it, evaporating, dried off, all that stuff. Then the moment of resistance. Look at that. So what you can do now is, if you like this video, be a subscriber by hitting that subscription button on YouTube, or if you're on Facebook or IGTV, go ahead and hit that follow button and be a Kali follower. So, and that's it. That's a wrap. It's done. Done.